Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome to our first episode of Planet Coaster. Let's put it through the paces, see what we think of it. Okay, first off, according to my benchmarking suite, we are running in DirectX 11, because I couldn't see anywhere in the settings page what DirectX or settings we are using. Right, the plan is, on the right hand side here, we're going to make a basin. Like a lake and a river coming off it. Now we have to pretend there's a river, well, not a river. I have to pretend there's an ocean somewhere. I couldn't find a map where you can do sandboxing where it's got an ocean on, but we would pretend there's one there. Now this tool is fab. I love this tool. But I'm not going to do an in-depth how to use and how to play the game in this episode. The main reason was I don't know how to play the game myself. I've only played it for about an hour before I made this video. What does what and what can be done. But the terraforming tool allows you to do some fantastic sculpting, and I love it. And that was turned on in build alpha 2.2, which came out only a few days ago. Okay, if you've seen my previous videos, I like to place rides in a location where I want them to go. So we're going to put one there, but we're going to have to make an island first. Well, otherwise, if the water does turn up, it'll be underwater. And won't be much good, will it? So, get an island done. Put the rider back on. It's looking good. I think it's too low. I want to bring the well, water does come. I want to bring up quite a way, not to the top, mind you, of the mainland. That's looking good. I do love this ride. It looks fantastic. It's got great music to go with it as well. It's just awesome. Okay, I'm going to have the old pirate ship. I'm going to have turn it round, so it's going to face our street of shops. And the plan is story I've got in the game is that basically the Brits have found the pirates. And they're taking over, and I'm going to have all cannons and the troops shooting at the ship. Unfortunately, there's no pirates to shoot at, not yet, but I'll take it there will some come. Right, let's make a building. This is another good feature. I love this. Unfortunately, we've only got like 4 shops we can use. I think there's hats, toilets, food and drink. There's a start. Can't complain. It is early access. I don't forget, as I keep telling people on the other game I play. So this is our first attempt at building a house. See what I can make of it. Got one there a bit out of line. I don't know why that happens. It just does every now and then. I mean, if you haven't played Planet Coaster and you want a theme building game, I would recommend it. There is the other game on the market as well, Roller Coaster Tycoon World. I mean, both great games. I did know one thing, when I was making this, when I first started making it, the game ran fine. Then there was an update to version 2.2 alpha. The frame rate I seem to have went down a lot. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but I found the frame rate suddenly dropped off. Or is it because I put all the FX bits in the game, I don't know. I mean, this is another great, it's just fantastic. I mean, I really concentrated on the ability to build your own buildings in this game. That's another just a fantastic feature. Can't take it away from the developers. Frontier, they've done a superb job. Yeah, so this is our first building with literally built. It's got flat roofs, tile roof, or there's a modern theme, which I think is a blue one. Not played around with a modern theme building. Most of the stuff I've done so far has been adventure theme or pirate theme. According to development diaries, they are building another set of, I think you can do, will be medieval set, which is great. We can't complain. We do like this sort of stuff. And at the moment, we haven't got nothing from. Well, it's not been implemented yet, I don't think. Where modders can bring in stuff. Myself is playing around in Blender. I'm hoping to come up with something soon. I haven't actually checked on the forum to see how far we can go with these assets, or if these assets will be available to be used for modelers. If they are, I will certainly change the textures to something else, especially in the medieval for the UK. Change the roof pieces. It's three bits wide and not 2 bits wide. Can't use the other one. Well, I could, but it'll have to be not the way I wanted it. No, I messed up my corners. I mean, this is the sort of way games need to go, in my opinion, where you can build your own stuff I mean, you've got the developers make the game, but the modelers bring it to life. I know this is not from the modders, this is actually built in this part, but this is a fantastic feature. What all needs to be put in the games from the start, where you can literally, I could build something completely different for someone else. Now I've seen on some other videos where you can line all these windows up together. I've not worked it out myself yet. I'll have to check what the controls are. You can all let me know if you want, as I don't know what it is yet. Right, this is our first house. Well, it's a start. Probably add a few more features to it. Let's get it in position. And what we do, we run a path all the way past that. Oh, we have a good feature about this. You can copy the entire building as many times as you want. Superb. I love it. Just in case you ain't realised, I've got no one running around. I've got game on pause. No point having folks coming in. They start complaining, saying, well, I got nothing here, nothing there. Let's get some features in position first, and then let them in. I find this path from lane a bit fiddly, so it's a while to get used to. You've got to keep changing size of the width of the path, and you can change the length a bit. Right, attach that ride. That's all right. What else we got? Just looking at the items we can stick down. There's a lot of them. I mean, this is just the start. I thought I'd stick a what you call it, platform on here, just for the hell of it. I'm just going to build a platform. I'm trying to use as many different items in the game as possible. I mean, probably not the ones I'm using, probably aren't the perfect idea. I'm using the old concrete floor here. I suppose at the end I could have used the wooden one. I don't know. You've done a job. Can't complain. Now I've noticed that if you can lower these floor pieces, well, these are actually roof pieces, these ones, but they're the same as the floor ones. You can lower them just enough, then put your path above them. And it just goes well. Camera gets a bit fiddly sometimes. Put It's one of those cameras, I think it zooms into the nearest land piece, not the piece you want it to be on. Now ideally this will be a loading platform. That's the plan. I think that's quite good. There's a start. Not bad at all. A lot more to do. Well, I'm going to do like a overhang where boats go through. I'm sorry for about the beginning. I forgot to record the first few minutes of me making this blinking moundy here, but we're going to do plenty more on screen. Just want to make sure it's the right height. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I've got to make sure it's high enough for that ship, because that was the plan at the end of the day. So the ship's coming in here, hiding from the navy. It's too low. Raise it a little bit. That's me. You don't have to do these things. Now, I've only played around with this tool for about 20 minutes. It can be a bit fiddly. You get used to it. You can actually make items. You can cut bottoms off that and it'll stay in the air. So it's like a space asteroid. It's fantastic. And I think that's high enough now to get the ship through. Yeah, so the plan is have the ship going through it, and well, the ship won't go through it, but big enough for the ship. But we're going to put a roller coaster through it at some point. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate at the moment. That the only theme we got in the game at this time is a pirate theme. There's no like statues or anything of anything else but pirates. So there's obviously a lot more to come. Right, we'll get this riding. I think we'll get to do 1 or 2 rides, or maybe a 3rd ride. Then we'll open the park up, get it going. Now I've just worked out to change the colour of the other path. You just go over the top of it and do it again. I need to change that later on in the game. Yeah, so the idea is we try and match up the paths up to the pirate thing. I'm not quite sure. I think this is a bit of a, I don't know if it's a bug, but I just not set it up right. You stick the entrance on for the ride, but it doesn't give you the feature to go on to make the exit. You've then got to go back into paths and do the exit, which I think is a bit peculiar. Now I've noticed you get that bug where I don't want to connect, and it's usually because the path's trying to make it a lot bigger than you want it to be. So I've noticed if I move it around or change the size of the path and it connects. I'll set a few props in, make a bit of noise. I mean, the entire game is really built around creation. We know it's a theme park game, but this game has been set up, what I can see, solely of being able to create a park of your dreams. It's brilliant. Actually, like I said, I love it. I mean, you can spend hours doing this, over and over again. This changes, let's move that over there. I mean, once they start allowing the modders to start getting around on stuff, it would be endless. That's what I'm setting up here. I'm gonna, as I said, that's a pirate. The Brits have come in. We're taking back over, and we're taking over the island, or the little pirate cove of such. And we're taking a pirate ship. Which I don't think I want to be that close in real life, mind you. All those cannons facing at me. All these cannons and soldiers, they'll shoot, by the way. The barrels explode. That's fantastic on screen. I mean, certainly, I haven't been to a theme park for a long time, but it must really give you a great feeling of excitement. So I want to put some finishing touches in, make it a bit look realistic to a degree. Get the camera right. Yeah, so the camera's a bit fiddly sometimes. Let's get some torches in. Hope these torches light up. Not tried them out. I think there's only one other torch. I've got a skull on. I thought we'd do this one. And if I don't light up, it'll be a bit dark here. And I have to see if I can get a fence. So there's a fence and put one along that pathway. Stop people jumping off, as I said. I'll put some, I think it's supposed to be sand, texture down. I mean, the textures at the moment, I've got to say, a bit dull and boring. I mean, it's literally green, the sand. For some odd reason we've got black. I don't know why we've got black. I'll get the old coaster. We'll do the coaster. Then we're roaming up the park. I've got a wheel in there as well. I'm not going to do an in-depth rundown on the game, not in this one. This is my first build. We just have work it as it go along, so I ain't learning it myself. I can't say, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, because I don't know the answers. As simple as that, really. I do like that loop, it's a good one. I can't remember what they call it, I think it's a Norwegian loop. Yeah, the plan is to go across above the coastal building, or near to it as possible. Go through that hole I made. You can see I'm trying to learn how to build a coaster. We get it in the end. I do actually cut it out. Actually, he's trying to stop me fluffing around with the coaster, because I think it took me about an hour to figure it out to get how I wanted to go. So I sort of cheated on camera. But what we've got up and down, left and right, and the one on the right hand side is actually to turn the coaster on its axis, so you're doing like banking left or right. The bottom one is sort of like a stretch, and that does, which I also found out earlier, it's great for set pieces. So for instance, if you've got a cobra roll, thought, oh okay, I'll either have a bigger one or a loop, or a bigger loop. You move that left and right, or up and down, and it makes it bigger or smaller. I thought it was a fantastic idea. The amount of times I played my other game, I will say, and I wish I could make a bigger loop. It's not been able to do so. Yeah, we do get there in the end. I've kept this on screen. You can sort of see how it is to build to a degree. And I see the plan is to get through that hole, and I seem to be struggling to get through that hole. Now I'm trying to get a loop or a corkscrew. The right size, then we shoot through the hole. I'm just struggling to get it to go down there. Okay, this is where I give up to a degree. Jump forward about an hour and a half to the finished product. I thought, well, I can't bore you. Seeing me struggle how to build a roller coaster. So I'm going to leave you with the finished ride. So enjoy the ride, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Blitz out. Have fun. Laters all.